Cancer, Cancer, Cancer for your March. How you do? So for March, so you could be dealing with something called Marchant or Libra. Something to do with Libra and a merchant. But how you doing, Cancer? This is for your May. It could have a lot to do with M's. Melissa, Maria, Matilda, M's. Okay, but what have you got for us today is what I'm hearing. Now, the name Day or Colin. But what have you got for us today? What have you got for us today? Now, for some strange reason, I don't know how these are playing out in your life, but I'm hearing, are you alright, Mum? What have you got for us today? What are you cooked today? I mean, are these very young children or a grown adult that has someone cook for them? Because I'm hearing, okay, what have you got for us today then? Okay, what's today? Like for packed lunch and for somebody that makes packed lunch, breakfast, dinner, tea, blah, blah, blah. I don't know if any of you are dealing with like a, say, a bed and breakfast or something. Actually, that came up. So Tiffany, breakfast at Tiffany's, Costa. Like, what have you got for us today? What's on the menu today? So some of you really could be dealing with the last reading that I did was to do with Gemini. Okay, because they had something along that around bed and breakfast and a stay over. Some of you, like I said, I keep hearing this, okay, what's on the menu today? So some of you are possibly cooking, or like you're going to visit or stay like an all-you-can-eat type sort of package deal if you go on holiday. It might be, we'll get on to the rest of them because there's quite a few here. Like, what have you got for us today? What's on the menu today? So I don't know, like I said, if you're like own a restaurant or anything like that, and people ask you, okay, what have you got for us today? What is coming up today? I don't know if you're a weather service or anything like that, or you do anything to do with around the channel or something, but what have you got for us today? What have you got for us today? So, like I said, you might own a restaurant or something, because I keep hearing like cooking references of what is on the menu today. Like I said, there might be pubs, restaurants and all this kind of thing, or people that work in a shop and like, oh, hello, madam, what have you got? Well, what have you got for us today? Okay, well, what we have got is blah, 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 this, that, you know, all these kind of things. Now, I don't know if they're food references or like all that kind of stuff. Now, for some strange reason, I'm picking up someone here that lives with their mother, and they asked them, what have we got for dinner today? What have we got for tea today? What brunch, lunch, dinner, whatever you call it. But what have we got for breakfast, dinner and tea? What have we got? Okay, so it's kind of like that someone goes out to work, they do their thing, and then when they come home, or they ring their mum and they say, okay, what have we got today for tea? Okay, or dinner. So that's a strange message, and I don't know what that's there for, but that is there. Now, I'm also hearing something to do with Scorpio. So something here also around what have you got for us, like somebody that buys a lot of things from Libra or gives it to Libra. But what work have you got for me today? What it's like, kind of like somebody that you ring up, or they ring you up and they say, okay, what do you want me to do today? What have you got for us today? Have you got any work for us? If you're looking for work, okay, or you're a subcontractor in certain ways, I'm hearing, what is my role today? What do you want me to do? So during your work, there might be multiple things that you can do, and then people say, okay, what is it that you want me to do? Where do you want me to go? Also, this really came up in different other readings, so you have to watch your Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Jupiter, North Node, Cancer. Okay, but like a lot of organising, and it really did come up a big energy around Gemini of like, okay, you've got your part, right, you know what you're doing. That actually came up also around role play, but it also came up where it may have had a lot to do with around divorce. Okay, have you got your bit? You got your bit. You got your bit. So is this anything to do with drugs, alcohol, anything? Anybody dealing? Again, sorry, Cancer. I know you always come up with those readings, but I'm definitely hearing like a lot of products being sold. Now, if you guys, I'm going to have to come off the drug bit because I keep picking up references constantly around you, Cancer, and y'all lot must get very fed up with that if that isn't involving you. So what I'm hearing is though, what have you got for me today to do? So it's kind of like that. You ask a boss or something, and like, well, what do you want me to? Where do you want me to go? Where am I today? Like, I travel to different places doing my work, but I need my boss to let me know what I'm doing. Okay, so I'm going blah 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 here today. Okay, then tomorrow I want you over there and, you know, do this job for a week or two, and then when you're finished I want you to go to another city, town, state, whatever, and I want you to go and work over there, and then I want you to go and work over, like a subcontractor or a boss that tells people where to go and directs them where to go and what to do. Okay, definitely picking up big energies of that for you, Cancer, this month. Well, not this month, this is obviously what you do within your job, so there seems to be a lot more of that seems to be coming up for you for May. Directing people. Now, I really don't know if there's anybody that is in directing Okay, it came up through Gemini. Indirect messages asking someone to ask someone. Okay. Going to come off that slightly. You'll have to watch the Gemini channel messages because there's a lot of indirect messages. I can't ask you. I can't go directly to you. I need to ask you first to ask them to ask them to ask them because I can't get here. I need you to ask them. Okay. So there's a lot of like passing, talking. Can you ask so and so? Can you feed it down the line and blah 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 and say, oh, I said, just can you tell Dave or someone over there, and can you tell? Now I don't know if any of you have got anything to do with an ex, and this is a lot of indirect messages of like, look, I ain't talking to my ex, I just need you in order to ask them something. Or somebody that goes to brothers and sisters and says, look, I can't ask them, but you can if you want, but I'm not going to. But if you want to ask them for me, or if you want to do this job for me, you don't have to, but it's up to you. You can do it for me if you like. So there might be things like, I don't know, we come up with this before. So it's around moderating or something like that. You don't have to do this job. It is completely up to you whether you want to do it or not. But if you want to do it, you do. But it's up to you, which means that there may not be money involved, or there may not be something, but I'm hearing, look, I don't mind if you do this, that's up to you, that's off your own back if you do it. You don't have to ask me, just ask me mother, is what I'm hearing. Or like, look, I'm not asking you to do it. If you want to do these kind of things, that's completely and utterly down to you whether you do it or not. Now, I don't know if these are like cooking references of like, man, because you can get so many things around control of this, because I've experienced these kind of messages for myself and experienced it within life, of where somebody indirectly takes over a control of a business or things of around food and alcohol and drink, which means that I'm only giving you small amounts because I know that you want it or don't need it, right? So it means that somebody here is in control of either one, money or business, or two, in control of things around the house. Which means that, oh no, I think you had this before where we went, no, we don't care what you want, it's about what you need. I'm sure I came up with this in a life path reading, and I think, Cancer, you were involved in that, I think, right? And it is like that. It's like where someone relies on their mother to do everything for them. Cook, clean, shop, blah, 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 so on and so forth. Sometimes, not all the times, you can get very controlling relationships or groups of people that do this. Which is around where like, oh no, they need me, it's okay, I'm going to do their shopping, their cooking, their cleaning, oh no, I do it off my own back. Now if this person, even a mother, I'm sorry, but mothers do this as well, they do everything off their own back, but then they demand respect for that if the person isn't respecting them doing it. Now if you get someone that does respect all of that all the time, that's great, that's brilliant, but for some reason I am picking up of a codependency energy here, of someone that relies on another person to do all of it for them, which is cook, clean, shop, blah, blah, blah. You do all of that, I go out, I do the work, I come home, basically you've done the cooking, the cleaning, the shopping, like a wife or a husband, or like a living doll, whichever way it is. Now, if you've got that energy, you're on the dole, son, which means that I don't have any work, right, and I don't have any money, and I rely off my parents to support my food, my outgoings and incomings and outgoings. Everything is supported living, is what I'm hearing, like Livy or Livia, or like supported living, right, which means that I'm living in a place that's supported by the government, and it might be somewhere like a YMCA or something, and the government pay that, like the rent, the blah blah blah. If not, then it is something to do with here that is around where I live with my parents, and they pay the mortgage, they pay the bills, they pay everything. I don't have a job, I'm looking for a job, or I'm not. But like there's this energy of here of I am relying on this person to do everything for me. Now, I don't know if there is someone that is incapacitated and that physically can't work, and it's kind of like in Britain we have incapacity benefit, right? It's a benefit for people that get more money than if you were on the dole and you were seeking work and employment. You get the dole, which means that you just get enough money to survive. It's very little, but you get some money from the government until you find work. But you have to be actively seeking work to get the money. If you don't turn up, you don't get the money. Sometimes there are sicknesses out there where people cannot physically work because of ailments, right? So you can apply for sickness benefit, right? So it means that I can't work. So if any of you out there are in this message, that means that you may be at home relying on a person to do physically everything for you, and it is supported living. Okay. Now, if any of you have got children or kids, it might mean the fact that they are in supported living and you are on this side of the scale. Something to do with around Libra, right? Okay, so it's kind of that. You've got big references of Libra here, whichever way, because you're looking at merchants buying and selling, but you're also looking at contracts and you're looking at living. Okay, now, so like moving, all these kind of things. Some of this here, though, some of those messages here, they are where someone has a huge codependency to around a possible controlling mother, right? Maybe. I'm not saying it, don't lose your shit. I'm just saying that there is someone that maybe, like, because I'm hearing this mother going, oh no, it's okay, I'm doing all of this for them, they want me to do it, right? Now, if a person is asking this person to do it, these two people here have a very big codependency around family, right? If this person here isn't asking this person to do it, and they're like, oh no, it's okay, I'm doing all of this for them. I'm doing their cooking, their cleaning, their shopping, their underwear, their outwear, their overwear, their everything. They're not even aware of the fact that I'm controlling them. The fact that I like to be in control of a person, 1111, so it's got to be true. Julian or Jason, Justin, Jasmine, Jason, all this kind of thing. But no, it's okay, I'm doing all of this for you for free, for nothing, right? So you can't get someone that's like, well, if you're doing all of that off your own back and I'm not asking you to do it, well then that's that's you. You're doing that by yourself. I'm not asking you to do it. That's you. Okay. So you've kind of got this. So you've got people that are probably moderating for people, right? Now, for some here, you've got this energy where there is somebody that, because I've experienced these, man, I'm trying to get it out, sorry, Cancer, of where like a mother takes over control of everything. Like they take control of everything. They have to be in control of the food that people eat. You know, they have to be in control of everything. And it's kind of like a person that's obsessed about, say, your brother or your sister, and they just focus so much on this person constantly, of where if this is a grown adult, they rely on their mother to do everything for them. Cook, clean, shop, bathe them, bath them, God knows what else. So you might work in I don't know, like an old people's home, like an old an old person, or someone that is physically incapacitated. Right now, if this person is not incapacitated, right, they have a very big codependency to their mother for them to do everything for them, and this must be pissing off somebody in this dynamic of soul group, because I am hearing, they do everything for that person, and the sun shines out of their ass, and they've got a codependency, right? But that really, 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 really does depend if this child or this person is asking for that and letting this person do it. Because of codependency, you can get someone that tries to get that much attention from a person that they take over all of that, unaware that this person, whether they want it or not, this person takes over control. You could be dealing with an Aquarian, a Sagittarian, or a Taurus. But I'm definitely hearing that there's a huge codependency here. You almost know, right? You must know that if someone isn't asking for it, this person is doing all of this off their own back for a person and smothering them to death with all of their everything. Like, you're everything, like you're my main concern, the sun shines out of your ass, like you are just everything to me, I'll do everything for you, blah blah blah. I mean, if this is love, and if this love is something to a Gemini, but if this is like a loving relationship and you do each other, for each other all of the time, that's great here. But I am definitely picking up this huge codependency and relying on someone to do all of this stuff for a person, okay? Because I know these dynamics. I do, and I've seen this sort of shit, how this plays out with other brothers and sisters that are involved in these kind of things. Where it's kind of like, say if you've got two brothers and a sister, like, the father or the mother pays that much attention to one of these people that they have a codependent relationship with a child, but they don't with others, and they leave them out and say, oh no, I'm bypassing what you want. It doesn't matter what you want. We're just focused on just the one person that means everything to me and not you. You're not nothing to me. We don't know. We don't bothered about what you want. We really don't care. We're just bothered about this person because that's the main attraction. Is this one person? Now, like I said, if that's a smothered energy by a person that doesn't want it, there's the control. If the person does want that, then you've got a match of two people that are going through something here. 15-15, 6 and 6. You're dealing with Gemini, Capricorn for a lot of you. Okay, in this cycle somewhere. Michael, I'm also picking up Mike. Cycle, Michael. Get on your cycle. Woman's period is on a cycle here. Or someone's getting on their bike and they do a lot of biking or bike riding. Or like exercise bike or something like that. Someone's on an exercise bike here. Or someone's banging an ex, whichever way, I don't know. But I'm hearing someone's like a town bike, or someone's like physically buying a town bike in order to get from town to town, or someone's like a town bike. They go from person to person to person to person to person. Whichever way you look at it. Or Percy. I mean Percy or Baxter or Purse. Okay, but Purse. But I'm definitely hearing, though, it's going from here to here to here to here to here to here to here, and it's being, like I said, this could be a dealer of someone that's like going, like it goes from here and then to here, then to here, then to here, then to here. This could be travelling salesman, named Sal, or Sally, or a travelling salesman, or someone that just works a lot and travels in different places, like all over the place here. Okay, a lot of travelling, a lot of moving. You could be moving. If you've got anything to do with the Gemini energy, that ended up being around divorce. So that was a lot of separating, a lot of separation, and a lot of preparing to move here, preparing to move. But I'm hearing a huge codependency around parents. I rely that much on my parents. Now, like I said, I don't know if this is financial or if it's everything. Like, my parents are everything, like everything to me. Okay. And that I rely on them that much that I'll do anything for them and they'll do everything for me, right? But I am hearing of it wouldn't be jealous. It's oh man, I'm not going into it. I'm hearing jealousy, something to do with jealous, or overzealous, jealousy. So Kelly or Jones sung a song, Jealousy. But jealousy, Kelly. Because it's kind of like this jealousy that someone has everything that another person doesn't. Like, I'm jealous that your mum or your father does all this for you, but they won't do it for me. Or I'm like, you have everything that I don't, and there's jealousy there. Well, in this energy there is. I don't know who it's being projected onto, but I'm hearing that there's jealousy of like you have everything, like you have all of these things, and you have everything your own way, and you don't have to do anything, and you just basically get all of this stuff, and everything seems to go in your favour, and blah blah blah. But it never really seems to go in my favour. Like, why is it that I have to work so hard and you don't? Or why is it that you don't work and you don't do sod all and you don't do nothing but I do? You know, you've kind of got this strange energy between Libra or Sagittarius possible, of like, you get everything your own way, you do everything that you want, you don't have to do anything, your mother basically does all of this thing for you, and you are a selfish, I'm hearing something to do with fish, maybe around a Pisces, or like selfie, Shell, the name Michelle, or someone that just has it out for somebody that they have everything and the other person doesn't, or it's to do with a grandchild or a child, and like, you got the perfect child, you got the perfect kid, you got the perfect house, you got the perfect job, and you think you're so perfect, but why is it that everything is perfect in your life but it isn't in my life here? Because I'm picking up like a huge kind of like a family ordeal or argument of like, man, you all seem to have the best everything, don't you? Like, everything that you buy is the best quality, or it's the best everything, and it's like first the worst, second the best, you're the dirty loser, and like you always lose. Something around Libra, you all seem to lose and I all seem to win, or like very competitive energy of like, you always want to win, don't you? Everything you do or say, you always have to have the last word. And you always have to win at all costs. It don't matter what you do, you always have to keep doing it until you win. So you win, you have it all, or Edwin, or Ed, or Edwina. But like, you win, then go on, then have it your own way, do what you like, because I know you're going to anyway, so you go and just have it and do whatever you like here. So, but again, there's a mother here that's kind of like, oh, all right, then you win, okay, I'll do it. And it's like, no, you don't have to, no, I'll do it, it's okay. It's like, okay, no, you win, it's all right, I'll do it all for you. No, you win then, you won the argument, I'll do it all for you, I'll do it. That's what I'm saying. There's somebody that does it off their own back. They do it off their own back. Unless someone has a very bad back and they can't walk or move here. Like an energy of like, no, it's okay, I said I'll do it for you. Well, I can't work out what that energy is. I mean, I'd pick it up that there is a big codependent energy there, whichever way you look at it. Because that could be a lot of confusion where someone doesn't even realise that they've got a huge codependent energy there. Because it could be this fact that someone argues the fact that they want to do it for a person that much until they give in that they do it. You know what I'm saying? It's like, no, I'm not asking you to do that. It's fine. Like, no, I can do it myself. It's okay. No, that's fine. I'm going to do it. I'm going to take over. Don't you worry. I'm going to take... Like, no, fuck no. I didn't ask you to do that. You do this stuff off your own back. I didn't ask you to cook all of this. I didn't ask you to clean that. I didn't ask you to clean this or dinner or whatnot. I didn't ask you to do all of these things. You do that off your own back. So you do you, boo, and I'll do me. Okay, so it's kind of like, okay, no, it's okay, we'll just give it 3 or 4 days, and I know that you want me to do that again, and you're like, Jesus, man, do you want to do it or don't you want to do it? Like, will you make up your goddamn mind whether you want to be in or not? Or like, whether you want to do this or whether you don't want to do it. It's like, no, of course I do. I just don't want to do it, but I do want to do it. Like, you got paranoia or something here around, like, someone changing their mind a hell of a lot. You could be dealing with Gemini moon, but like, or Gemini. But they change their mind a hell of a lot, right? Now, this energy of what they're saying is... Oh, sorry, again. If you haven't found this channel, I channel messages, right? Psychic medium channel messages. It could be you, your partner, whoever, friend, dogfish, catfish, it doesn't matter. You will have to follow the channel for a while to know how I read. And then we do this. So, Damien, Reedy, or Reed, or Reedy. But, here, Reed. Eat, read, love, maybe. I don't know. Fuck, bruv. But... Here, can you tell what it's like? Can you tell what it is yet? Something to do with someone from Australia, and it came up in Gemini reading, which was fuck, I don't know. I've lost my head now. Eddie. I've lost my head now. Is it to do with a court case or something? And I've lost now. Like, this is such this competitive energy of like, oh, I seem to have lost. And it's like, well, what the fuck are you fighting for? What on earth is it, the fact that you keep going on about? What is it that you're fighting for? Well, I don't really know. I'm just doing it purposely. So, well, you do that off your own back then, right? So, it's kind of like, yeah, well, you don't even know what you're fighting over anymore. Like, it's kind of like people that have argued that much. You're like, bruv, I forgot that. Like, I don't even know what the fuck it is that you're arguing about now. I don't even understand. Oh, no, it's okay. It's like, no, fuck, bruv, it isn't okay. Like, I don't even know why you're still carrying this shit. Like, I don't understand why it is the fact that you're still arguing. Why is it that you're still doing all of that stuff that you've been doing for God knows how long? Well, yeah, well, I want to. Yeah, but you might want to, but I don't need you to do that for me. I can do that my goddamn self. Will you keep taking over and taking control of the conversation? Or will you please stop taking control of my life when I can do it myself? Like, I become very sufficient and very, like a fish, Pisces or something, but I become very sufficient of doing all of this stuff for myself, and when I've learned to do it myself, then is it that you then try to take over my company, or you try to take over the conversation, or then you try to take over what I'm doing, and I just learned myself how to do it, and that when I do, you kind of like, no, get out of the way, I'll do it myself, and you're like, fuck me, bruv. What do you get? Like, stop, just stop, keep overtaking things in my life. Yeah, like overtaking maybe a car, another Cancerian, maybe a placement, but like, you know, I'm doing this and I'm doing it well and I'm learning how to do it, and then you're like, oh no, that's not right, I need you to do this, and I need you to do it this way, and it's like, oh, bruv, I was just learning. You know, you can't rush me and you can't push me to learn. I'm just getting to grips of how to do this, and you take over. Either one, the conversation, or two, the job, and it's like, for fuck's sake, man. Like, I'm just getting to grips of what I'm doing, and then you come in like a bull in a china shop around a tourist, and you come in, and then you start, like, overtaking things in the kitchen, you start overtaking things around the family, you start overtaking the conversation, you overpower me with conversation, you overpower me with a power of attorney, okay, or whatever it is, and you always have to get the better attorney, you always have to get the better everything else, you always have to have everything your way. So, you know what, boo? Fucking have it. If the milk turns sour, I ain't the kind of pussy to drink it. Leo, have it. You know? So, you've kind of got this, like, kids or children fighting. No, it's mine. No, it's mine. No, it's mine. No, that's mine. It's my remote. No, I want to watch this. It's like, oh, fuck. They always want to watch what they want to watch. Like, why can't I play on the PlayStation? Or why can't I play on... Fuck up, you little... Get out. It's like... I keep picking up like such argumentative, codependent family groups of where people are just arguing over everything, where nobody really knows what the hell it is that they're actually fucking arguing about. It's kind of, why on earth did you just come in from work and start like a row and an argument over something, and I've got no idea what the hell it is that you're like, well, and you're like, oh, bruv, what the fuck did I just walk into? Like, you know... You all need to be in my head when this goes on, right? Ed or Eddie or Edmonds or something, I don't know. E, Emily, Emma, E. Jesus. Right. But you always take over, don't you? Like, you always overpower me with everything. Oh no, it's alright, I can lift that. And you're like, yeah, well, I didn't ask you to lift that for me. I'm quite capable of, like, is this an old person that's kind of like, they're just about to like lift up a drink and they're like, look, or someone that has a stutter or stammer, they're like, and they're just about to get it out and learn to speak, and they're like, Jesus, you just finished my conversation for me and I just didn't even have time to get it out. Or like I keep picking up this like stammer, or like oh, bro, I'm just about to say that and you have to go and say it, don't you? Like, you know, I'm just about to speak and you're like, and then someone's finished your sentence for, and you're like, oh, bruv, I give up. Like, you're putting words in my mouth now. Do you know what I mean? So, well, that's what it feels like. Anyway, cool, I mean, fuck, bruv, that must be exhausting. Because I'm exhausted. I'm exhausted trying to figure out what the hell that is. This is part of my job. If people don't like it, you know, either watch the end bit or moan or complain, or someone else, one of the other 10 billion other people that you can watch, right? But I'm exhausted trying to like just fuck knows, I don't even know half the time why I do it. What is my calling? It's Michael. It's Mike. It's Mike. That's who it is. It's Mike. What's happening around her, Michael? Anyway, let's see. Let's see, Lee. It's Lee. No, I know someone called Lee. They do that. Yep, no, it's my turn to speak. And it's like, oh, Jesus, bruv. Like, yeah, but you don't listen to what I say, do you? It's like, yeah, of course I do. You're speaking out your mouth. And you're like, no. Like, you're not... This is not white men can't jump, bruv. It's like, you're not listening. I am, I can hear you. So if you were listening, you wouldn't be jumping in straight into the conversation the moment I've shut up. It's kind of like someone that's on crack or someone that's on speed. It's like, okay, let's sit round a group, okay, and your turn to speak after these two. Okay, right, yeah, no, right, no, you have your bit. If you, excuse me, bruv, if you'll just shut up over there a minute, I might be able to get round to you. Okay, oh yeah, okay, go on then, yeah, go on then, you have your say, go on then, go on, yeah, okay, so... Anyway, blah blah. Oh, I know the ending to that. I listen to this. Bruv, this is a competition. Like, I was just about to say what the answer was to the question of what this person asked me, or to a quiz, and y'all just like shouted it out. I was like, fuck off, right? like a quiz game or something, or like where someone just jumps straight into the conversation and they can't wait to say their bit, and that by the time that it's got round to this person, everybody's kind of like so pissed off of them that much that nobody really is bothered about what this person's got to say for a start anyway. No, it's me. Is it me? Is it me next? Is it me? Is it me? You know, like, bruv, I really don't want it to get around to this person having something to say anyway, because when they do, they're only really going to talk about themselves or something. So anyway, go on then. Yeah, so what did you have to say? Oh, yeah, so, you're like, fucking hell, bruv, what is he doing here? Right? So, I think that this is destroying, like, a family situation. Or, like, I mean, is this a boozer in a pub or something? And, like, it's like, oh, I can't wait to speak, say something to everybody, and oh, it's all great, what you been up to, yeah, blah, blah, blah. After a while, right, someone's very dominant in a conversation. You're like, bruv, I'm getting very exhausted just the fact fucking sitting here. Like, I don't even have to do much apart from just, like, sit down and just think. I mean, me, I've had that all day long. Oh, man, this could even be involving me. If I go out, and this is God's honest truth, and I've had people do this. Yeah, but you just sit down for a living. You don't do anything. You know, we go out, we dig holes, and we graft, and we do everything else, and you don't do shit. You really just sit behind the camera and do all that. What on earth makes you think that you're supposed to have all of this kind of success in your life? What makes this? Do you think that you're better than anybody else just because you have this, and that I have to? That's not grafting. That's not working. You don't work for a living. We work. Like, bruv, I use my brain. I use my head, I use what I'm good at and not what I'm not good at, which is you being an overpowering arsehole, keep talking too much. And why don't you sit in the corner and shut up? That's what I'm hearing, right? And I've come up against arguments with people, oh, we don't like what you've got. You don't have to do anything. You really just have to sit there talking bollocks all day. And you really don't earn your money at all. We go out and we graft. And we get like down and sore and everything else and a bad back. And we have to like really like work for our money. Compared to you, sit there really not doing anything on a camera, and you really just sitting there doing all of this stuff that you're probably really good at. What makes you think that you're any better than me or don't have what I have? I mean, has anybody punched this person yet? That's what I want to know, right? Is it because it's jealousy? It is. It's people not liking people's success because they're good at what they do within their job. Simple. Doesn't matter what hell job it is that you do. If you're really good at it and very successful, that might be because you're very good at it and successful. But you get people along your way that can't stand it, like they try to stand in your way and they can't stand the fact that you have success, right? They just don't like it. They get very jealous, right? That's people. That's why you end up not really talking with people. Because you're like, well, if you're not on my same wavelength, bruv, then really what good are you to me? If you're going to bring me down and make me feel shit, the fact that what I do as me as a person within my job, my life, and the way I talk and everything else, if that's not what you like about me, then what the fuck is it that you're here? Why are you here? You know? Why, well, also, why am I here? Why am I here confronting a person that doesn't listen, understand, or just wants to talk constantly but doesn't ever take anything on, which is like a PU, personal pull-up thing, right? But you don't ever take it on, you always just blame, right? So if you're always going to make me feel shit about who I am, then why do you like me? Which means that is a question here of like, or to be quite honest with you, bruv, I don't really know why the fuck it is that I am here, you know? Because if you're not going to pay attention, you're not going to listen, and you don't like what it is that I do for a job, and I don't fit in with you, well then I just don't fit in at all. So I might as well go somewhere else here. Right, so that's what you've got, Cancer. Okay. Happens to me. It's happened to me my whole life. I mean, I don't fit in with people. People that I know in my town and stuff like that, they don't like what I do. They don't like spiritual stuff. They really don't. You know, you start talking to them and try to educate them in a certain way, and they don't want to know. Like they physically don't want to know. You know, and like I said, when I got a new car, just the expression that I got off people was more like, you know. So it's kind of like one of those where me looking at that and think, well, you know, because me, for instance, for God's honest truth, if anybody was doing really well in life, right, and they work really hard for whatever it is that they do, I'll be like, man, that's fucking brilliant. Well done. Great. I'm so proud of you. And I'm so pleased at the fact that you have this. Brilliant. right? If I was to go out and stuff like that, someone was to have all of these things, I'd say, oh, man, that's brilliant, you know, brilliant, right? But then you get people that just don't. They don't support people here. Right? So I don't know what that is there for you. So, man, that was exhausting. So what's been going on with... what have we got? 35 minutes. No, we're not going to do your past Cancer. Let's have a look at what's coming up for Cancer, Sun, Rising, Venus and Jupiter. So the messages will slightly change now with the cards. Okay. What's been going on? What is coming up for Cancer, Sun, Rising, Venus, Jupiter or North Node for May? Colin Day. Also hearing Colin Day. So yeah, Queen of Wands. So Sagittarius, Aries or Leo, for a lot of you could be your partner. Feeling good, feeling hits for the summer. The name summer, or nicotine, Valium, alcohol and ecstasy. Oh, yeah, I can't remember. Queens of the Stone Age could be dealing with a same-sex relationship or queen, right? But something to do with hits from the summer, which is a lot to. Listen, did you know that Queens of the Stone Age, when they first come out with that, it's on the album called Rated R, right? When they first come out with that, it was a lot of drug references. That's all it said. Nicotine, Valium, alcohol, blah blah blah, cocaine, right? They actually played that the first time in a drug rehabilitation centre and got kicked out by the people that own it. Right? So it's kind of like, I don't know if someone's got a singing career or something like that, or there's cocaine that's floating around all over the place. Drugs, drink, alcohol, cocaine, all this kind of stuff, or like a lot of codependency within this, because I'm definitely hearing hits from the summer, right? So summer, Jazzy or Jeff? Jeff, my name is Jeff. It's a cocaine, bruv. It is, isn't it? My name is Jeff. Yeah, I bet it is Jeff and all. Or Steph. Jeff, Steve, Steph. Stefano, I'm hearing also Stefano. Let's see. Hits from the summer. Anyway, Cancer, what they got coming up for May. Yeah, so everything's good. I don't know what this is called. LMA, the name LMA, or Macy Gray. But yeah, working, talking with your partner, feeling good, feeling, well, high vibe. High five, I'm also hearing Johnny 5, Jason, Julian, Justin, Jasmine. High five. Wow, 4 of Wands. So you should be moving. Everything is good. I think your messages really were just around things that are going on under this 4 of Wands here. But like I said, you really should be possibly moving here, looking for a place to reside at. If not, you're going for a twin flame prison sentence that's called a marriage, intergalactic weird shit, nanu. But if not, like I said, a lot of you are looking for a place to live. If not, you're living at home, you're codependent within a family group cycle. Could be a Michael, could be a Sagittarius. It doesn't have to be codependency. I'm just relating it to the actual channel messages itself of why people are getting irritated. Because these cards are not going to show me irritation yet. Only when I clarify them or draw more. So the channel messages might come out through the month. But I'm definitely hearing for a lot of you here, something to do with butt or butt shepherd. But you've got the 4 of Wands. You should be feeling very happy and successful in certain ways here. You should be possibly moving. Some of you have been building within the 4 of Wands here. Someone could have just got out of prison. I very much doubt that here, because I'm not really seeing that too much. I'm also hearing I'm not really seeing them too much. I don't really... Is this a friend or something? Because I'm hearing like I don't really see them that much. Like, is this the folks and your parents? Like, I don't see them that much. I don't see M that much, or I don't see Emma that much. I don't see them that much. Or you do. It could be a family thing going on here, but I don't see them that much. Is that? I'm kind of like hearing this phone conversation. Yeah, I don't really see them that much anymore. Don't you? No, bruv, no. This could be a friend that you talk to. Don't you talk to them anymore? No, I'm not seeing them anymore. I've split up. Oh, okay. Some of you have split up, and you're like, no, I'm not with them anymore. I'm with someone else. Oh shit, really? I thought you were still with that person. No, I'm with someone else now. Oh yeah, Jesus Christ, brother, y'all get about, don't you? So, yeah. Or no, I don't live there anymore, man. I live here. Oh, okay. Someone could have just moved or something. And they're like, no, I don't work there anymore. I work there. Or no, I don't live there anymore, bruv. I live here, right? Which is at the Four of Wands. So someone could have recently just moved and like, no, I don't even live there anymore, bruv. I live here. Oh dear. Or the name Livia or Faith. But like, no, I don't live here anymore. Because love don't live here anymore. Someone really is moving, or they knock at someone's door and they're like, yeah, bruv, can I have... what? Who's that? Like, no, they don't live here anymore, bruv. They live somewhere else. And they moved. What, already? Yeah, no, they've completely moved. What, they've moved in? What, where? Here. Four of Wands. They've moved. Oh, are they? Jesus Christ, bruv, that was quick. Yeah, no, they got a place of their own. They got a Four of Wands. They're starting paying their mortgage. They're starting to pay their rent, and they moved. Oh, really? Oh, shit, I didn't realise that. What number is it? Oh, okay, let me jot it down. Let me give them a ring. Let me call them, just see if they're all right. I'm definitely picking up that there might be someone in the family that is physically just moved here to this Four of Wands, or moved here into this town. This could be my friend. It depends on how the conversation goes, bruv, right? But like here, Four of Wands is definitely this. I know it's all right. I live here now, so someone's moved. Anyway, well, that's the message I'm picking up. If you ain't moved, then you still live there. It's up to you, right? But there you go. But there is possible movement. So that's your reading so far, Cancer. If you want to join, you can. It's on the both tiers now, full access bundle and also tier 1. Okay, so it's up to you which one you watch. The video provided below for Patron explains literally everything that you want to know about Patron before you join if you haven't. It will explain everything for you, okay? But this goes over to tier 1 and also the full access bundle. But the full access bundle is the only one that you will get everything of the rest of the month, but they charge you on the 1st, okay? So as these have come out early, if you want to watch and you're part of tier 1, if you want to then upgrade, but don't do that till the 1st because it'll kick you off, okay? If you want to then go over to the full access bundle in order to get all of the other readings throughout the month, the best time to do that, if you go from tier 1 to the full access bundle, will be on the 1st because that's when they'll charge you, okay? The other readings throughout the month will not come out until after the month. Okay, I can't explain this every time, but the video will explain it to everybody. But yeah, this goes to both tiers, okay? Thank you for your like, share, kind support words, comments, all that kind of stuff. Do whatever you can. I really appreciate it, Cancer. This is your reading so far. Full spread, clarified. See what you got coming up. Thanks very much, and I'll see you soon.